Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Den of the Tentacle. Den of Iniquity. Now, Day of the Tentacle. I am the Mysterious JG.
And I'm Zerfall.
And it has probably been like, I think we've been posting them once a week. We're up to video 5 or 6. So yes, it's been a month. We have actually recorded everything in one marathon session. Then we took a month off, and now we're back because Zerfall had to, like, move and stuff. Somehow, like, his permanent living arrangements are more important than Day of the Tentacle. I don't know what his priorities are at.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
But at any rate, we're back, and it's exciting because now we've got fan feedback, we've got hints, and we have like a month since we last recorded, and I didn't bother to watch the last video, so I don't know exactly where we are. So
and I can't even watch the last video because it's not up yet.
Oh, that's true. You don't. I was gonna say maybe Zerfall did, and I'm like, oh wait, no, he can't. It's on my hard drive.
So there's gonna be lots of discovery.
There will be a lot of discovery of things for us, whereas you guys are like, yes, you did that. What the hell? At any rate, so Zerfall has collected the comments from our beloved internet friends and viewers who are basically. You generally, in a non-spoilerish way, are telling us what to do. And, of course, the biggie, and apologies to anybody who has gone mad from waiting for us to respond to this. But like I said, it was all one recording session up till now. But we figured out this awesome trick. You can give credit to whoever actually did it. Check this shit out, folks.
Well, I'll just run to the Chronojon.
There's something in the Chronojon.
Whoa.
And the best part is they go back to where they were.
I'll use the
Chronojon. Being stuck at the John.
They do narrate it every single time. It's not just a seamless inventory transition, and it does because off screen I tested it because he's actually in the room with the Chronojon and we don't get his little dialogue, but oh, I guess he doesn't say anything anyway. All right, whatever. Okay, so now the soap is
maybe
with
it's just
Hoagie.
the first time you do it, they say something.
I guess so, but Bernard hasn't said anything yet. Anyway, no matter.
So yeah, that was Kitsune Zeta and someone named Slick JPH11, so it might be JPH the second.
Could be.
Which is a very good thing to know. It would have made things a lot smoother in the last few videos.
Yes, no, we definitely
wait so that we can try more ridiculous stuff out. Because instead of being like, oh well, we could try this, but it doesn't make much sense.
It's not worth it to go all the way to the Chronojon. Yes, now we can try whatever retarded thing we think of. We also got a hint. You can tell me who gave us this hint, but I'm going to go ahead and do this first. To push Nurse Edna on her chair.
Yeah, I think it was Karen Cius. I don't know. I can't pronounce names.
Ouch. Nice pose, Bernard. That would have pretty exciting for Edna. That is a hint on what we need to do. Although I think we already realized, not necessarily connecting it with the Edna puzzle. We got to do something with these two D-bags at some point, but
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
And all we know so far is that he has a right-handed hammer, I believe. So somewhere there must be a left-handed one.
I think what's going to happen.
Is my guess.
I think what's going to happen is at some point we've got to either find a left-handed hammer or somehow adjust that hammer so that it becomes a left-handed hammer. Then these two will be forced to switch, and the one who is posing will be forced to sculpt, and the one who is sculpting will be forced to pose. And when the one who is sculpting is forced to pose, he will hold the sword in the other hand, which will mean that Edna will have nothing to grab hold of and will be sent out of the room, and will be able to look at the combination on the safe and the blah 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 blah. So I figured out where it's all going. I just don't know how we get this left-handed hammer.
Yeah, we're missing the step 3 before profit.
Exactly. I figured out I figured out the profit part. It's actually step 1 we're missing.
I think that I wonder, can you push or pull the hammer? Maybe just turn it around and it becomes the other sided.
No, that would.
Like, try just to push the push command on it while it's sitting there.
Please give me back my hammer. Please give me back my hammer.
While it's sitting on the bucket, just push it. See if that does anything.
What for?
What for, Zerfall? What for? Well, what have we got that could A fork? Could a fork somehow transmogrify this hammer?
I don't wanna.
Can opener, a funnel, a squeaky mouse toy. It makes so much sense. The other thing is I can't remember whether we actually watched that cart outside or just determined that we were going to need to at some point. I do know that we drove somebody up the wall by not noticing the bucket in the room with the watery stuff.
So, a couple other hints we got from that same person. Actually, the water bucket's the same person that said to push Edna.
Okay.
There's also... Apparently when you hover over things, if it has text lit up, you can right-click instead of left-clicking. You'll do that lit up text instead.
It's empty.
What?
It's already open.
So, I don't know how that works exactly.
I don't understand exactly what you're saying there.
Oh, like, so when you're hovering around on things, like, on the screen, it says look at.
Bitchin'.
Oh.
If you right-click when it says something more like open or pick up or push, I think it automatically does the thing that it shows as opposed to whatever you selected.
Pretty sure we saw
one big
that.
drop of water.
I thought we saw that at some point. I don't know. I seem to remember him using a belly bump to activate something and it being goofy and silly.
I think it was the bed.
Oh, that's
up.
You're right. You're right.
The last thing, I guess, is Gambino Lopez mentioned the help wanted sign at the front of the,
in modern times. Now this one, though,
That's
is just
all.
a flat-out spoiler, isn't it? I mean, what?
Well, he doesn't say necessarily exactly how you used it.
But he points out that it is an item we can interact with, okay.
Yeah. So people were pretty good about not spoiling stuff.
Help wanted. Lab assistant. Hard-working drone needed to assist genius with experiments. High school diploma not required.
Somehow I missed all the outside stuff.
It's on the other side of the window.
Now, here's the thing. Yeah. So that's what they had said, too. I think I don't remember if it was the same person, but I think in an earlier video they said there's an item you missed in that room.
Lab assistant.
Actually, that might have been the same person that said the Edna thing. There's an item you missed in this room,
genius with
but you'll get a better look at it from
High school
outside.
diploma
Yeah.
not required.
This is it, of course. And what we want to do then is give that to Hoagie. But, not just yet. Let's,
Do we have the soap here? Yep.
The water's all sudsy now.
So for being a lazy guy, he's pretty willing to just clean this for no reason.
making it rain. Like Citizen Kane and the Thane.
Looks like a big storm. See, this is why I never wash my car.
He's got the big one. There's Benny boy.
Hey, Ben.
What do you want?
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics,
Ben Franklin or Joe
looks like
Besser?
your mind, apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
So he just starts messing with you for like...
What a genius.
He just disses you for no reason. Anyway, now Benny Boy will be back in here, so I guess we can interact with him somehow or other. But, let's go talk to, the good doctor. And I use the term good rather loosely.
We still haven't found the vinegar in the future either.
The what in the future?
Vinegar.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
Aha. And in the lab coat, we will find a left-handed hammer. I don't know what we'll actually find in the lab coat, but
It looks more like a raincoat than a lab coat.
oh, so we probably have to
Oh,
wear
I think
this
that
out.
actually... We might
It
have to
looks
give that
kinda
to
small for me. It looks
Ben.
kind of small for me.
What's kind of small for him? Well, were we supposed to... Weren't we trying to... Maybe it was just the lab coat we tried to pick up, but I do remember getting a message saying that you don't work here, so... Wait.
Oh, hey!
Hey, that's a
Pixel
left-handed
Hunt.
hammer, you know.
Success.
I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Pixel Hunt victory!
Nice Tricom attack.
It's nice that there's a little pixel hunting I can abide. This ain't exactly the
Yeah, it's
Nazi
not
time
like a
paradox
pixel
game.
on a wall or...
Yeah. Oh god, take a look at that. That's setting the ladies' hearts on fire right there. So I guess it's the next floor up. I keep losing track of what's what here.
Oh, yeah, I think it's in Edna's room. They must make this statue and never move it.
Oh no.
See, the comedy here, folks, is what would be the difference between a left-handed hammer and a right-handed hammer? Are you with us here, folks? Are you seeing the humor?
Hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such
I mean, they're playing it
care?
up perfectly,
Must
I have to say.
inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel?
Oh, they gotta start from
I'm a
scratch.
failure.
Failure,
Don't say that,
failure.
Ned.
He is such a failure.
Father was right. We Edisons are made to be
You're not really made for that
scientists,
either.
not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino.
That'll relax.
I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
We did switch places, folks. If you weren't aware, if you weren't getting that.
Oh, and here's our magic. It's just like Back to the Future.
It's a tentacle flag. Oh, wait, no, it's different. So now... Oh, man, this is some... So thank you to whoever got us to go down there and get the lab coat, because while we haven't used it yet, Pixel Hunt was successful instead. Purple Tentacle visits Purple House. Is he really like the tentacle of the year?
Maybe he's been legally defined as a man now.
I now pronounce you man and tentacle. I suppose we could have set...
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
Oh, nice.
But
I want to
that
go
is a
check
common
on her.
saying.
I'm wondering if we should have... No, I think she's just gone.
although pushing her, she probably wouldn't have gone on the stairs. She would have just ended up in this room.
Yeah, I think she's just been pushed out of, like, our reality.
It looks like a physics professor I knew in the 2nd grade. No, Edna might come back and she scares me.
That's fair enough.
No, Edna might come back and she scares me. No, Edna might come back and she scares me.
57. 57. Okay, it's just the number 57, and that's it. That doesn't... But what is...
So,
I just... EP to SP, what difference does that make, I guess? Because we are allowed to interact with more than just...
oh, maybe you have to press record.
Oh, so standard and extended. So which one is going to be the slow-mo? I forget.
Extended. So I think you probably want to record it in standard play and then play it back in extended, because extended goes slower. And that's
Alright,
why you
well.
can record more.
There's no tape in the machine.
Right, so how do I get back to my inventory? I don't know what we do to get out of this screen.
Can you click just off the screen somewhere?
I guess, yeah, it's anywhere you go off. I don't remember where we got the videotape, but I'm glad we got it.
Yeah. It's strange that the record button is the square.
Yeah, that is a little odd. It's tough enough to get my...
Dr. Fred Edison.
Oh, whoa.
Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you.
When you do it right, story happens.
Well, I'm glad, yeah, I mean, it's hard enough to get my dad to use a VCR control correctly when the colors and shapes are consistent. Alright, so let's, there you go, Zerf. Good job remembering what EP and SP do. 101.
101.
999. Garnicked. 101, 999, 57. Zerf all dutifully taking notes.
Yep.
In the meantime, I lost my cursor in all this somehow.
Dr. Fred.
Doctor. It's a Dalek!
Internal Revenue.
I, however, am now
Come
in real trouble because I can't now interact with the screen. Something's happened.
Oh, there we go.
We had to. It wouldn't let us go out without finishing the recording. All right. No, I seriously thought the game had just glitched, or some horrible disagreement between the recorder of the game and the thing that we're using to share screens had occurred. So it was 101, 999, and 57. I have a feeling he'll just know it for us at this point, but I don't think they'll make us put it in.
Let's see, it's 101, 999, 57.
Nice.
The party of the first part shall hereby be known as a crazed maniacal genius.
See, they were starting the Night of the Opera reference, and I guess they decided not to follow through all the way.
The party of the first part shall hereby be known as a crazed maniacal genius.
Now, my issue is I don't remember what our overall objective was, because I think getting the contract was a pretty big part of it.
Yeah, I think the contract was for like $2 million.
And you could use that.
And then we're going to get that money and buy a diamond.
All right, so what do we need to mail this off to somebody?
I'd imagine we either need to mail it, or if it's not signed yet, maybe we have to slip it into his IRS paperwork. That's just a guess, though. But I'm curious as why the IRS would show up, other than just get him out of the room, I guess.
Well, we know we also, at some point, have to win the human contest.
Yes, and we don't have any hints yet from anyone, because that video hasn't gone up.
Oh, that's right. People don't know that we were stuck there. I mean, they do now, but they didn't know when we recorded this, so... So progress has been made, and yet progress remains to be made.
Yes.
I don't think I want this.
Horse mouth.
All right, let's go talk to Benny Boy. Roger Ramjet.
I can't
open Ben
It looks
Franklin.
kind of small for me. It looks kind of small.
Those two lines
for
together
me.
were kind of weird.
I got something good for you, mister.
He punches him in the
mister.
face.
Mr. Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over.
He's spraying a lot of spittle.
Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah. I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly.
Oh.
Eureka!
Now I thought he was going to wear it
The
out in the rain.
all-season Francocopter, ready to make history.
Excitement. Something's happening. I have no idea
No,
what.
there's
How's
no
this going
fuse.
to help
So,
us?
what do
Oh,
I
that's right. We
light?
have to power
For
up
the
the thing.
last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
The whole time? How am I going to get up that high?
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air. All right?
I'm on you, lasagna.
Let's hope so.
So I'd imagine you have to use the push command.
Now!
And this is going to get us like.
Whee!
Are we meant to connect it to something? I mean, they generally won't let us
Look at her
lose the
go.
game.
Now
But
all we need is a little... Aye! So what happened after I fainted?
Well, after the lightning hit the kite, it came crashing down on your head.
The lightning?
yes.
No, the kite.
Drat! What do you think we should do?
Why is he asking you? I thought you thought we were an idiot. I like to go back to my lab and consider the situation. Because I think what we have to do is connect the thing to the thing. We have to connect the kite to the battery, yeah.
I'd like to go back to my lab and consider the situation.
Sounds like something I would say.
After banging a French whore. So we have to pick
Those
up...
guys are still hanging around outside there.
Well, we don't get to...
Ready for another brush with destiny?
I'd rather mope around some more.
I'll be waiting.
Because you need to be involved in this. I don't... So this isn't an
So we
item we
can't
can
pick that
interact
up
with.
yet. I wonder if we have to have the battery completed before it lets us do anything there.
Well,
It makes me curious if we could have gotten over there the whole time while he was
I don't
standing
Hope
there.
everyone's okay.
I wonder if they've put the fire out yet.
I hope everyone's okay.
I should plug that into the super battery once I get one made.
alright, so that's simple
I
enough.
hope we can...
But I don't remember at this point what we're still missing for the super battery. That's probably the last super battery ingredient. Is what we get for winning the human show in the future.
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, I don't remember now anything about the human show. That's probably the next thing for us to poke at. But let's talk to him, and maybe he will remind us what we're actually
Trying to get.
what we're missing. It's been a while.
Hey,
What is it this time?
what was it you needed for that battery again?
Oil, vinegar, and gold. I still need the gold. Let me know if you happen across any.
Yeah, the gold is probably what we get for winning the contest. Probably get a gold trophy.
Oh yeah. So we
So-
must have already gotten the vinegar. I guess I was.
The vinegar I do remember getting. Don't you remember we played that mini game with the well with Gar at the coffee? No, I'm thinking of Breath of Fire 3. the nightmarish mini game to get goddamn vinegar. I wish I could remember her name. She's such a fun character.
So we still have to dry this hamster out too. Can we put him in the dryer?
Nah.
Put him in the
I
microwave is okay,
can't.
but
It's way too big for him.
So it needs to shrink.
hmm.
We need to run it through the dryer and make it shrink.
Can you touch the controls?
Does somebody have a quarter in one of the other time periods?
Oh,
Coins are...
we had a quarter, but we used both of them up.
Oh no.
Do you know what? Someone mentioned you can use the crowbar twice. Try going up to the bedroom here where that machine was with the quarters. Magic fingers.
Magic fingers. Quarters and dimes are a big effing deal in this series. It's
So I wonder if you can use the crowbar on the coin box.
just told them to.
I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Ah, what a dink.
Up too late? Try a fickle finger's fate. Stick in a dime and you'll have a good time.
That was dimes. So what do we use quarters for? The phone.
It already seems to be out of order.
Can you check in the coin slot?
Doesn't seem to be a different,
Out of order. It won't budge.
doesn't seem to be a separate, object you can interact with.
I don't think so.
Do not sit on...
Too bad there's no sit on command.
It's really busted up good.
Okay, the laundry room is our next best bet for getting coinage, I think.
See, what I think would have been a really interesting mechanic, and they obviously didn't do this, would have been if the dryer or the washing machine wasn't all messed up in this time
I
period,
wouldn't want to break
and you
such a
mess it up,
fine
but it was
specimen of dryer.
always messed up in the future. Like it was fated to happen.
It looks like somebody already did a number on it.
There's definitely a coin slot here.
I'd rather not.
But he'd rather
So there's no
not.
coin slot in the future. Like it's not giving you the option in the future to use a coin slot?
It is there in the future, but it's in the future it's not a thing. Like it's still visibly there.
Yeah. Hmm. So you must have to turn on the dryer in the past.
Maybe
It's a coin op.
I think maybe it's in the past that we're supposed to run it. You're right, but we need something for the slot. The washer is busted. And its coin slot isn't something you can interact with. I mean, are we supposed to get a quarter from the past? That would be kind of cute. If we get a quarter from Washington, he's the guy whose face is on the quarter, I believe. But I don't think that's actually what's happening.
I thought it was a moose.
No, you're thinking of the lucky Looney, which is of course named after President Looney Tunes. No, okay, I'm convinced that we need to shrink this sweater and put it on the hamster to dry the hamster. I don't know why we need to do that, though. I'm not sure what the mouse toy is for.
No, we got the mouse toy from one cat. Can we use it on the other cat?
I think that's why we gave it to her. Maybe the real problem is we have all sorts of things to try that we meant to try this time and then forgot what they were.
Yum yum, scrumptious vermin. It's as if he'd rather scratch himself than play with this adorable rodent.
Hmm.
Can you scratch yourself with a crowbar? Scratch yourself with a fork. Oh, is there some kind of trick involving gum to get, maybe I'm just totally losing my mind, but...
Oh, like stick gum in the coin return?
Yeah.
Get the quarters out?
I'd rather not.
He'd rather not.
The gum originally had a dime in it.
Oh, so it might just
When
be...
we got it up off the floor, and then we had to chew it to... Or not chew it, what did we have to do? We had to do something to get the...
Oh, we chewed it using, the gag teeth or something.
I'd rather not.
We never did anything with the payphone that's out of order, did we?
I don't think so, unless... At one point we had 2 dimes, so we had to use both dimes on the fingers to get them to fall off. You couldn't just do it once, it moved them halfway and then all the way. Can you use the crowbar on the fat guy on the ground?
It already seems to be out of order.
Can we use the crowbar on the fat guy on the ground?
Next to the magic fingers. We knocked him off the bed.
Oh. Well, maybe.
That's how we got the sweater, though, so I don't see why they would have made it so that he's on top of something else.
Tentacle to run as government VOP. Helms miffed. Oh, Jesse Helms, you continue to be the bad person even to this day. Although, actually, he's dead. Never mind, I'm thinking of somebody else.
I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
This will get us dimes, though. We need a quarter.
I'd rather not.
What was he watching on TV?
No, the commercial.
For what?
He's still making his pitch.
Oh, the diamonds.
For diamonds. Oh, wait. What about that machine out there? The candy machine.
Ah.
Can we use the crowbar on that?
Yep, there you go.
Whoa, not some quarters.
1968? 1974.
Now this is like King's Quest, where you have to pick up as many quarters as you can until you find the right year.
Oh, 1977.
Hey, it's a special year for me. Later that day. Much, much later. Cute. Well,
we have mountains of quarters in our pockets.
Which we need for... we need 1 quarter, I think, at this point of the game.
I don't know, maybe you end up using all of the quarters on it, and that's why you get the sweater back in the future. It's just on for the next
that would actually
years.
make sense. Well, it's really time to end the video, but now I want to keep this going. Yep. Good call, Zerf.
Whew.
If only there was some kind of auto teleport to laundry room command for her. Which of these was it?
Yep.
This place is not futuristic.
It just
I love
finished.
That. Perfect timing.
Ooh, cute. This ought to warm him up.
So what's kind of funny about that is that they were like, oh, you can't take the sweater out because if you do, we'll have a time paradox.
Yes.
So they like made sure to keep forcing you not to take it out once you put it in.
But the best reason they came up with is it's not my size.
I wish I had some formaldehyde.
I bet you do, honey. I bet you do. All right. Well, that seems like a good place to end it because I kind of don't know what to do next, but a lot of stuff probably just opened up for us. Maybe the hamster and the sweater will be of more interest to the cat than the squeaky toy. I don't know. But we had to solve a puzzle to get the squeaky toy, so you'd think it was important.
Yeah.
At any rate, cute hamster. That's not very clever, but at least I'll know where we are. I guess we'll call it a video here, folks. Thank you for all the hints and tips that you gave us about 5 or 6 videos ago, because those are the ones that we've been able to see. And we will be back next time with more Day of the Tentacle. I'm the Mysterious JG.
I'm Derfall.
And we want to thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.